Fuck you up, boy.
Back in the USSR.
Ukraine girls really knocked me out.
I think I did.
Leave the West behind. I think I'm live, by the way. Hi, everybody. This is Gaming Cult.
I'm not going to be anymore because it's time for bed.
You raiding? I think I'm about to get a raid.
It took 7, 6 seconds, 5. No, I'm fighting a boss. Oh no!
Just go to bed and dream of steak salads.
Dude, can I get a steak salad right now? That's what I went out on saying.
All right.
Steak salad right now. That was good.
I'm just gonna have to do this intro because I'm staring at a live screen right now. I'm Jay Kinnis. This is Gaming Cult. We're back. We're playing more Yakuza 0. We've got a few people here with us.
I think you did the wrong.
Yeah, this is not his channel.
I did Jake GC.
This is Jack GC.
Jack GC.
Oh no!
Can't spell my fucking name.
Oh no! Why would I do this?
I cannot believe you, Ryan.
Oh,
Jack GC.
you fucked up so bad.
Is this a guy that's live?
Oh my god. No, absolutely not. Yef Wakens, thank you for the follow.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
I'm tired.
Hi, this is Jack GC. We're about to go live with
They're
some
online and have 24 viewers.
with some Japanese game. I don't know. Hi, my name's Jack GC.
Wait, I wonder if I still have control over this. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jack GC.
I've put a link
Sorry, Jack.
in Jack GC's.
I don't have permission to do this. Everyone leave this channel.
Wow. Okay. You're not live anymore, are you, Ryan?
No.
Well, we are. So
Oh,
that's
they can't
okay.
hear me.
No, of course they can't. They can hear you on my stream. The people that have come over.
Fallen into the void.
All right, let's. All right, we're now on my stream. Let's. Arkwright, thank you for the gift sob to Walter Pickles. Oh my goodness. Shouts all the way out.
Guys, I fucked up.
Marty 20K, thank you for the host.
Oh, no, I'm hosting. How do I stop?
You're not hosting me?
Siri, how do you stop hosting, Jack? Oh shit, my Siri woke up.
Okay, I'm trying. Coristelia, thank you for the 100 bits. Crystal, you're actually in here with us. Say what's up to the
I'm
viewers.
still hosting Jack GC. How do I stop this?
Type /unhost.
All right.
And then you can host him as well.
Okay, how do I host you?
I'm just going to remind you that we are live right now, Ryan. So I'm going to need you to figure that out.
What did I do? Oh, there, you're...
Jake has a respectable stream, unlike some people.
Hey.
This is the greatest night of my life.
Did this just turn into a Ryan and Did this turn into a Ride or Die episode?
Oh, I feel bad because there were 24 people and now they're watching nobody.
That's all right. About half of them have come over.
Go into Jake GC's chat and tell everyone what happened.
Do you mean Jack GC? I already did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
This is Jake GC.
people will know because they're watching this, right? All right. I really need to get on with it. Let's go.
Start your show.
We started a little while ago. Hang on. Coristelia, thank you for the host. I'm trying to get my window back so I can move it around a bit. All right. Oh wait, no, that's why I need to plug in my fucking controller. Excuse me, viewers. That's what it was. Pardon me. Okay.
Oh, hey, you're an affiliate now. Good job.
You are still... Bacon. That's the most hilarious food. Right there. I don't have game audio. Oh dear. Get down with the sickness. You guys can hear me on this, right? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, there we go. Let's go. I don't know why I don't have. All right, I'm quitting this. I don't have game audio anymore. Move this down here. Is there no? There's really no game audio, is there? Oh, really? That's odd. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Nope. That's weird. I'm not getting game audio anymore. For me. You're saying you can hear it on the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not great.
Now, I don't know if in this menu, but when you're out of this menu, I could hear it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Now I can't hear it anymore.
Can't hear it. All right, let me quit. Start it again. All right, viewers, let's give this another go.
Take two.
Take two, indeed. Yeah.
Are they still viewers if they're still viewing?
Well, you know what? I was asking that question last night. Now that you are actually viewing that video and you're not viewing that audio, does the bit still work? Maybe is the answer to that question.
I think it's one of the things that you can't change in midstream. They're still the viewers.
No, they're always going to be the viewers. It's just now everyone's in on the bit, sort of. Or I have to keep reminding everybody of the bit. Definitely a good bit. Definitely a good bit. Right.
Is it the best bit? What was the best bit?
Twitch bit.
I think the best bit is the best bit is Zach touching the stuff.
Yeah, Wakens. I'm disappointed that this is not Jack GC. I'll do my best to live up to the lofty expectations of Jack GC.
I appreciate that.
Crystal, thank you for the bit. It's a good bit. Crystal, you're on the stream with us. How are you?
I'm good.
Tell us about your channel. I've been watching you stream a lot lately.
I stream retro games. Well, not really retro. They're like weird 90s puzzle games, adventure games. I have Star Wars Saturdays, where I just stream basically the Dark Forces series, Jedi Knight series. It was a real slog this past one. Really didn't go so well.
Why not?
Wait, which Star Wars game are you playing?
The first Dark Forces.
What was that on?
What was wrong with it?
Jackson77, thank you for the bits.
I don't even know. I'd spin on the computer. I think it was for like fucking. What the hell is it? What's this? Anybody know what system that was on? It was just.
What was wrong with it?
You?
Huh?
You realized that was today, right?
Yeah, but you were playing that while I was on the
Yeah, I know, but I was barely playing the game.
Wait, so is
Too busy talking.
Dark Forces the old Is that the old
It's like
FPS?
Doom.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Okay. So
it's like Rise of the Triads, isn't it?
It's like Doom.
Yeah.
It's Dark Forces, then Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, and then that goes into Jedi Knight 2, and then Jedi Knight 3 Outcast, so like, or whatever, Jedi Knight 2 Outcast, whatever order it goes in. So
Okay.
it's basically this is a series that turns into the Jedi Knight games with Kyle Katarn.
How do those games still hold up now?
Outcast is
The first one's terrible. The first one's just I can't ever find where I'm going. We're walking in circles a whole lot.
Right.
Maps don't make any sense. You have to look up and down with page up and page down. It's
Ew.
it's really weird.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Either way in that game, you can just kind of people without just aiming at them. You can just shoot and they just
Yeah,
fly
it
up
kind of
towards
auto
them.
aims for you.
You guys go ahead and try to aim at those turrets because it doesn't work. Okay. You have to look up.
So wait, that one's Kyle Katarn?
Yeah.
Then who's Dash Rendar? Which one's
Dash
that?
Rendar is the guy.
That's Shadows of the
Shadows.
Empire.
Yeah, Shadows of
Got
the
it,
Empire.
okay.
He's in between when they're going to rescue Han, finding out how to rescue Han from in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy that's the Jedi and Jedi Outcast then?
That's Kyle Katarn.
Kyle Katarn.
Oh, it's okay. It's the same thing.
Would everyone else in the
Nice, too.
stream? Would everyone else in this Discord chat like to introduce themselves? We're all kind of just hanging out before in Dr. Ryan's stream. So yeah, everyone
Hi.
introduce themselves.
Hi,
Tell
it's
him-
me, Dr. Ryan.
Tell them a bit about yourself. Rai? Wait, is that Rai?
That's it. It's just hi, it's me, Dr. Ryan. It is me, Rai, Jakey. It's
My
for
goodness.
7 hours. I played some games that made me really sad and made me question why I was playing them, and then I kept playing them because that's what I do. Anyway,
Oh,
that's
no.
me. I'm done.
My boy Ryan. Shouts out to my boy Ryan. Shouts out Eric in the chat. Oh my goodness. Let me send some
Eric's
texts real quick.
Wait, which Eric's here?
That's why my
The
camera
doc.
a little bit
Oh, hey,
too-
what's up, Eric?
There we go. Still got the bloody text set to grey. I'm gonna change this a little bit. I was DJing last night, so I changed all my setup, color palette, and everything. So let's just fix that real quick. There we go. Boom. Love you too, Eric. Good to have you here. Hit that follow so you know when we're going live in the future. We're streaming every day. We're now an affiliate, so we've got all the subs and the emotes and all that kind of thing, and we've got the Streamlabs if you want to tip, all that
What are
stuff.
your
It's all there. We're doing all kinds of stuff. We're playing new games, old games. Thank you, the doc, for the follow. Eric Bayer. Oh my goodness.
These are my socials, and these are Ryan's socials. In case
Yes.
anybody wants to follow them.
Yes. Very good. Make sure you go follow Corey Style. Yeah, that's Crystal that we're talking to right now.
Yes.
Go follow
Oh,
Corey Stalia's channel. She plays some cool stuff. She's been playing Zork lately. How's Zork been? It's an interesting game.
Oh, I beat that on my Wednesday stream.
Really?
It got real weird, but it was really good.
Right.
The ending wasn't as good as I remembered, but still very fulfilling.
You didn't like when you made that coconut magic thing and then the world exploded?
I just didn't like that I didn't get to see the lantern guy. I was disappointed. But all in all, it was
What about that part where you played strip poker with that old dude?
well, you know I like that part.
This is a
But it wasn't
surprising.
strip poker, sorry, it was strip rock paper, scissors.
Mm-hmm.
It's a surprising celebrity cast in that game. Rip Taylor was in that
Yeah.
game.
Rip Taylor was in that game?
Yeah.
The guy who played Ogre in Revenge.
John's Ox, thank you for the bits. Sorry, go ahead. Thank you,
No,
John.
that's fine. That's important to say. The lantern person she's talking about was Michael McKean from Clue, if you know who that is.
I do not.
Did you never see Clue?
Never saw it.
Isn't he the brother in Better Call Saul?
Oh yeah, he was in Spinal Tap too.
Yeah, he's part of Spinal Tap. I've never watched Better Call Saul.
It's really good.
I've heard that.
I think it's just really good especially if you watched Breaking Bad.
I was a big Breaking Bad boy.
Oh, you'd love Better Call
A Breaking Baddest, as they call themselves.
Saul. Breaking Bad boy.
Give me
you're
some to
bad
break.
bitch.
A bad head. Who said that?
Breaker.
That was me.
Fuck you. That was good.
All right, everybody else, let's work our way around. I don't know everybody that well in this chat currently, but let's all introduce ourselves. Who are you? What do you like to do? Do you like video games? Are they nice?
Hi, I'm Arkwright.
Arkwright. Oh my goodness. Shouts out.
I like D&D and also bar trivia.
Shouts out.
Great face.
Are you going in like alphabetical?
Yeah,
order?
go alphabetical. There you go.
I'm John Sucks. A lot of people don't like that name, but I just think it's funny. Thank you. I run a podcast with Gav here in the Big Dogs Discord.
Shouts out.
Shouts out.
Plug it. What's the name of the podcast? Go for it.
It's a long one, but it's called John Sucks While Gav Gabs about movies, but we call it just JSGG.
Excellent.
That's the whole title.
It's good to have an acronym. It's good to have an acronym. Where can we find
It's
that?
good to have an acronym because we've just decided it would be wacky just to have that long name.
You guys just started doing that?
Yeah, it was it's pretty fun.
Excellent.
We what's it called? We had an episode today, and we should be watching No Country for Old Men in here in Blockbuster at some point. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I guess I'll find out.
Spoiler alert, it's a movie.
Oh God. God damn it, dude. What the hell?
I'm very sorry.
I'm turning on a light. Next person, introduce yourself. Go.
Hello, my name is Kirby. I like making music, playing video games. I'm currently playing Monster Hunter, fighting a snow shark. Thank you.
Shuts up. That was Kirby. Very good. Shouts out Kirby. Kirby, you are, if I'm not mistaken, you're a long-time viewer. Is that correct?
Long-time lurker, first-time caller.
Much appreciated. Thank you for viewing that audio, my boy.
Is what got me into Final Fantasy 14.
Oh wow! Fantastic. Very good. Yeah, shouts out. Thank you for being with you for so long.
Problem.
Right, who's next?
Crystal?
I already did it.
Crystal did it. She did the intro.
Here,
Done.
I'm just gonna introduce everybody. Everyone's slow.
Go for it.
Okay.
Thank you, Crystal.
There's the Casey. He's silent, but that's Sarah's boyfriend. You know that girl. That's the Mega 64 videos.
Shouts
Jordan
out Sarah
Jones
Brown.
is Tech Moogle, pretty much a mod on everything that you could possibly imagine relating to anything Mega 64 or Frank Howley. Kevin Wrestling is just a guy named Kevin who really likes wrestling. We leave him at IHOP a lot all by himself.
Jake.
Son of
Wait, that's Kevin. I know Kevin. I've been friends with Kevin for years. Kevin's never actually been on anything that I've done though. Kevin, shouts out my boy Kevin. Oh my goodness.
Casey is Sarah's boyfriend. Yeah, that's who that is. Have you ever seen, Charlotte? They cosplay together, and that's how you may know them. Yeah. See, now you know who Casey is. Okay. M Hack is.
I know Casey too. Casey's a friend of mine.
Who likes I know, but I'm just doing it for the
Oh, you got to do the bit. I understand.
Yeah.
Got to introduce him to the
M-Hack is,
viewers.
A cool dude who really likes Gundam, and don't ever argue with him about anime or he'll kill you.
Oh, Alex is in here?
Is Jeff. He's way too young, but way too wise. Wise beyond his years. And John Sucks is, well, he sucks.
He seems good to me.
It's just
I
a
didn't-
game, Crystal. You don't have to be so mean.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't give a shot.
You said your little bit. You
So did
said
John.
you got this. I don't remember. I just see John sucks in bold letters, and I felt the need to say it again. Well, if you want me to give you one Arkwright, I will. Arkwright is always there for everybody, giving the bits, giving the views, hanging out. He has a really hot girl that he plays in Final Fantasy 14 or whatever.
Oh
that I'm
yeah.
gonna marry.
We were all at Frank and Audrey's wedding in Eorzea yesterday. That was a great time.
It's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
Fun orgy.
Yeah, it got weird.
Oh yeah, we
man.
all got down in my bathhouse after.
I'm real glad I left early because I didn't want to be part of that.
You got that fuck coffin.
That's
Yeah.
goddamn right. Yeah.
Box.
I was laying down in the coffin and somebody just kept making noises while I was in there.
That may or may not have been me.
Oh, cool.
Can't confirm or deny.
Don't.
Right. How have you been?
Oh, Ryan left.
Ryan is
He
gone.
Oh, Ryan left.
Win,
Oh.
Betty, bye.
Good night, my friend. Alex, how are you doing? Son of MHack.
I'm actually doing really good. I just finished the Big Dogs D&D game that we are running. We didn't finish the campaign, of course. We're into like session 7.
Very good. I've never played D&D before. I feel like it's just
It's amazing.
one
how
more hobby I'd
convenient
get myself
Roll20
into.
makes it.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Yeah, Roll20. It's the one of the most convenient web platforms for playing just about any tabletop role-playing game, and it's free.
Very good.
Fantasy Grounds is also pretty good, but it costs money.
ったく素直じゃねえな。本当はおめえも歌いたいんじゃねえのか？
I'm already missing Japan.
そんなわけない。
That was a great time. Yeah,
But,
we met
I
up
hear
in
they're not
Osaka
responding
recently.
Well,
それにしても小田ってやつ、本当に遅いな。
like
おめえの
Gact
話を聞
came
く
out.
限り、
Gact
そんなルーズ
called
なや
out
つとも思え
Japan
ねえけどな。
from Malaysia.
Well, the band Gact?
The performer.
Oh, right. What with how they're dealing with how they're dealing with preventative measures.
A lot of people, just a lot of articles I've seen have talked about the Japanese work ethic is getting in the way of proper lockdown response.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I was reading an article in the Washington Post about that today. It's interesting. So culture, it's it's definitely a big cultural difference. I guess Japan has to find their own way of working around it or working with it.
なんでここに？
Do we have any Yakuza fans? What, the game series in the chat here? Or in the call?
I have Yakuza 0, but whenever I play, I just end up playing Outrun the whole time.
Oh, really?
Not because I don't like the game, just because I love Outrun so much.
Can you finish Outrun?
Can I finish Outrun?
Yeah, can you get to the end of the race?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
I've never done it. I've gone to the second or third checkpoint.
It takes a while, because it's just more of a memorization thing. You memorize a path, you go on.
Congrats on doing it.
I mean, there's only one good Outrun game, and that's just the original.
I've heard the second one's not bad as well, on the arcade or something. I think it's on Xbox 360 as well. Xbox 360 arcade.
The second one's okay. Outrunners, I think, isn't very good. Then there's I think the best one after that is Outrun 2006.
Oh, for the original Xbox, I remember that.
Yeah, it was a remastered, more interesting version of the original.
Yeah, I remember that. Any other Ryuga Gotoku fans in here?
What fan?
Yakuza, that's what the series is called in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I like them. I want to play through them all. I've only finished 0 so far.
Did you like 0?
I fucking loved 0.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I've played through this once. I really enjoyed it. I like how they work money into it, kind of like put you in the, give you a taste of what like 80s Japan economic bubble was like. You know, they kind of pay tribute to it in a funny way, like beating money out of people, literally.
I've played 0 and then Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I like both of the Kiwamis. The second Kiwami they made in the 6 engine, Dragon engine. That was really good. That's the most recent one I played before I've replayed 0. It's Kiwami 2. I'm looking forward to playing 7 for sure when that comes to the West. That was out everywhere in Japan when I was there in February. Son of MHack, what was your favorite food that you ate when you were in Japan recently?
Oh,
we actually met up briefly in Osaka.
The steak that we had was really good, that me and Gary Kuso had, but the Osaka okonomiyaki was probably like the nicest experience. Just having like, it was like I never had gotten to try it before.
Yeah, that one was good. That was more of a cheap style okonomiyaki as well. It's not the easiest thing to find. There's lots of different kinds of okonomiyaki as well. As I found as I started traveling around, because they do okonomiyaki in Hiroshima too, but it's like a different style, and they cook soba noodles into it, and like, yeah, it's incredible.
Hell yeah. I had the nicest like breakfast every morning at this little cafe that was right next to the dormy in Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
And you were staying at the dormy in Osaka. How was that experience?
Yeah, it was great. That was the place with the onsen. Yeah, they had an onsen.
Yeah, I should have taken more advantage of that when I was there.
Did you go to the onsen at all?
Yeah, the second half.
Right, cool.
Because I was there for 4 days, then 3 days in Osaka, then like another 3 days in.
So they had a natural onsen in the one in Tokyo as well, then, did they? Or in Osaka, excuse me.
And I saw yours, and I was I just happened to notice that you were staying in another dormy when you were in Osaka.
Yeah. There's a bunch of dormies all over the place. Yeah.
That had like the Airbnb was like, actually it was my first Airbnb experience. Side, if I did an Airbnb again, it probably couldn't have been worse than that. Without,
really?
Like, some really bad stuff happening.
You cut out for a minute there. You said you didn't have a good experience with your Airbnb.
Yeah, the Airbnb had really bad directions, basically.
It's a shame.
We had to ask locals to help us find the place.
Oh, it's good that you got a bit of help. Yeah, I really enjoyed going to onsens in places that I stayed around the country. Definitely an onsen fan.
Yo, Jake.
Yo.
I made you a mod, so if you need to, you can drag people in of like voice calls or whatever.
What, in the Big Dogs channel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to now?
This is for
I can't, because I'm not looking at the call right now.
Yeah, this is Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect.
I have to try, because I've only just met a bunch of you, and I have to try and differentiate between all your voices.
Yeah, it's Rodney Dangerfield.
Let me tell you. I get no respect.
I get no respect.
Sorry, yeah, who is this again?
It's Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, wait, Frank? What? Frank Howley? What? Frank came in the call?
Rodney Dangerfield.
I didn't even realize you came in the call. Oh my god, Frank.
No respect, I tell you.
No respect.
I didn't recognize your voice there for a second.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I had no idea you were in the call. Frank, my boy.
Frank.
I loved you in Back to School.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
God, that couldn't have happened more embarrassingly.
It's kind of funny, dude.
I thought it was a bit.
Oh, it is pretty funny. How you doing, Frank?
I got no respect, I tell you. I call a girl, she says, come on over, I'm quarantined at home. She says, there's nobody home. I come over, there's nobody home. I tell you, I get no respect. My wife says we gotta start practicing social distance. I try to go to bed with her, she says, no, you're sleeping downstairs.
I had to tell you I don't get no respect. When I was born, the midwife slapped my mother. Frank, my boy, how are you? Frank Howley, welcome to Gaming Cold.
Thank you.
The big dog himself. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you for making me a mod.
Yeah, dude. You passed the test. I gotta look up, like, I gotta see. I wonder, I've like, oh man. I bet there's like, I'm gonna search if on NeoSeeker, see if there's like tests to become a mod.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thank you for stopping by Gavin and I stream, Frank.
Oh yeah.
I really appreciate the support.
Alright, we're playing Yakuza 0. Have you played any of the Yakuza games, Frank?
No, I like own most of them. It's just one of those games where it's like I do want to get to it, and it's getting higher up on my backlog. I'm very much intimidated by large games, just because like previously I didn't have the time for them.
Right.
Although you know now everything is so different that it's like, oh, maybe I could start chipping my way through it. I just finished Doom Eternal. What's next? Oh yeah, basically I'm clearing up space so I can just dive into Final Fantasy VII. But I'm sure once the glut of new games is clear, then I'll start dipping back. I still want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and then Yakuza 0, so it's getting higher. Yeah, like I totally get it. Like they look great, they look like beat 'em ups. Like they fucking, I love the like Sega makes everything so sexy and cool and cute. Like just their UI, everything about it looks delicious.
Yeah, a Sega game feels like a Sega game for sure.
Yeah. So it definitely looks good. It's just a matter of like I always have this mentality of like, oh, I want to beat a shorter game before I tackle a larger one, but I never take the I never make time for the bigger one. But I'm sure once I start it, I'll get hooked.
I'd recommend the first Kiwami. That's a short one.
Oh really? So
yeah.
just straight up, just start up with Kiwami?
Yeah, that's a remake of 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the shorter, probably easily the shortest one.
See, that's a way to hook me.
It's a good one too.
It's all with
Yakuza. It's all about the side stories as well, the side quests. That's where you get the funniest, most bizarre stuff.
Like I saw Ray Brownman was streaming it also on Game Pass. I was seeing how he was playing it and was like, oh yeah, this is just like, yeah, like you said, really cute, funny side stories. Like, yeah, it looks so charming.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's become one of my favorite game series, basically. I'd definitely say that. I've played all of them except for 3 in the main story, 9 and 7.
So, didn't they make a samurai one that's exclusive to Japan?
They did, yeah. Ryoga Gotoku Ishin and Kenzan on the PS3.
I got Dead Souls. I haven't played Dead Souls. I should have started there.
Oh yeah, the zombie spin-off of 4. That's what killed it in the West.
Wow.
The lack of success for the 4 zombie spin-off game made Sega just cancel Yakuza in the West. Basically.
Damn. See, I'd be eager to play that. Fuck.
That's why it took 4 years to come out because of that.
Yeah, and now they got too many. Now there's fucking so many ones. Infinite.
I've never played the samurai spin-offs, Kenzan or Ishin. I have owned Kenzan though, but I never played it while I had it, as was about 80% of my collection, unfortunately. Do you find you buy stuff and don't play it? Like, is there a high percentage of that?
Yeah, I used to.
Like a hoarder collector kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to be like that.
That's why I still have infinite games in my backlog. But ever since I have like a structure in my life now. Like I have a planner and I have like I use this app called Monday.com where I just basically anything that I need to do, whether it's media, work, or whatever, I put there. And so now I'm just I'm so conscious that if I'm putting something on the list, I'm gonna play it. So like that reduced. Like I used to just buy things thinking, oh, one day I'll get this, and now it's like, no, I'm not gonna get it unless unless I'm actually gonna make time for it. So I'm just very selective. But again, it still happens where I'll buy something and then, like with digital sales, but I'm much better at it. But again, I've been hoarding games forever, and now I finally have like a system and like a streaming schedule where it's like, oh, I can just start burning through all these games.
Gives you an excuse, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm finding the same thing as well. I haven't used Steam for about 4 or 5 years or something, and then I've gone back to it. I'm like, oh, I've got all this huge backlog of stuff I've never played because I used to just go nuts on the Steam sales. So
the greatest thing, I think actually what changed a lot of it for me, like in addition, I just buy games when they're new and I want to play them, whatever. But Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, like all of the contemporary services now give you so many free games where I feel like if I'm not excited enough to buy a game, like when it first comes out, like a few months will pass and then somehow it just end up in my library. Whether through like a Humble Bundle, somehow I'll just have easy access, and then it's like, oh, this game's on Game Pass, sure, I'll fire it up.
I find that I'm hitting up Humble Bundle a lot as well, because I feel like, oh, I can buy all these games cheap, and I can change the balance custom wise and put it all to charity, and it's good.
Yeah.
What have you been playing recently, Frank? We were there for your wedding in Eorzea with Audrey yesterday. That was a great time.
It was
on the Big Dog stream.
Yeah, finished Doom Eternal, finished Matrix Enter the Path of Neo.
That was great, man. That's a hell. How did you find that game?
I mean, it was like
for the
it
PS2.
was decent enough to where I played it 3 times. I streamed it 3 times and beat it. Like it was absurd. It was definitely better than Enter the Matrix. I thought it was impressive how they adapted the film series like pretty straightforward. They did a really good job. There was a lot of padded side stuff that was silly, but for back in 2005, whatever, it would have like they definitely like gave you enough meat for your money.
Those weird hypercuts of scenes from the movie as well.
Oh, it's fucking
the way
crazy.
they edited those was so funny.
Yeah, like I can't imagine someone who's not seen the Matrix like seeing those, because it's just like they will splice like so many disparate scenes together.
Yeah.
To just give you like a memory blur of what the context is before throwing you in. Yeah, I mean, it ended up being a very funny game to stream, and that's like kind of the sweet spot is like old school licensed properties where like playing a video game is funny because it strikes up everyone's memories of the movies. So like we all collectively experience the Matrix movies, but it's all of our first times watching the game adaptation about it. And like
definitely was for me.
I'm always charmed to see how things get adapted in different mediums. Like also Crystal was playing Star Wars Dark Forces, which again is like it's Star Wars adapted as Doom. And so to see like, oh, how do you connect those dots? And I guess even now seeing Final Fantasy VII, how do they adapt this? Like telling the same story through different or upgraded technologies. It's like, I mean, I'm sure like you could also talk about like Yakuza PS2 versus Yakuza Kiwami, just see like the shine it gets.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why I was recommending you to play Kiwami 1 first, because essentially it's a remake of a PS1 of a PS2 game.
Yeah.
So the main story is quite short for. Oh my God, Son of Amhek, thank you for the gift. That's 5 gift subs there.
Fuck
Dr.
yeah.
Ryan, Kirby, Zomna, Prisoner 301, and Yardstick Ninja.
Hell yeah.
You lucky viewers. Very generous. Very generous there.
I got a gift sub to Jack GC's channel.
I'm glad you saw that.
Oh my God, you saw that, did you?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I was.
Where my boy? Love you so much.
Audrey and I were just hanging out, like watching and reading stuff all day, so I was kind of disconnected from the net. But Yeah, how was everyone streaming today? Audrey or Crystal did Star Wars. Ryan did a bunch of like cheapy platinum games. How was the Saturday of Twitch and hanging out with everyone?
It was something.
It was a mixed bag. It was definitely a mixed bag. There was some of those bad games were very bad, and some of those bad games were good in a bad way.
Oh, yeah.
I like the walkthroughs that Ryan was watching.
Yeah, well, I like it. You get to see the man's process. I respect it. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. The method to the madness. Yeah, I've always liked Ryan's quest for platinums. I think that's a fun hobby. Fun way
yeah,
to
I was torn because like
a hobby.
I finished Doom Eternal today, like my first pass, and there was a part of me that's like, man, it would be fun to go through and just like sweep up achievements and get all the collectibles, but it's like, oh, Final Fantasy 7's waiting for me, Yakuza 0's waiting for me, like I have to like.
It's a great time for games, man.
Yeah, like I used to like back high school, like where I guess I didn't have that much, so like I wouldn't be able to buy as many games, so then I would soak a game as much as possible. Whereas now, like all media is so disposable that it's like, okay, this is cool. Next process. So I think it's fun that Ryan is able to like participate in the meta of just. I don't know. It's such a weird. It's such a cool like.
It definitely is meta.
Consuming video games. Yeah, it's it's like he plays PlayStation as the video game, and then every app is just a way to like beef up his gamer score, and like with that is the good and the bad, like Persona 5, and then I don't know, Laser Cats or whatever. I don't know, it's neat, but then also
the Lizzie McGuire game on PSP or Miley Cyrus or whatever the hell it was.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana, that's it. Who's got that Hannah Montana PSP, the pink one? Anybody ever get that? I'm not talking shit. There actually is a Hannah Montana pink PSP, or it's like Lilac or something. Yeah.
I got Star Wars Battlefront on the PSP.
Shuts up. Thank you again, Son of MHack, for those gift subs. It's very generous.
Hell yeah, Son of MHack.
We were DJing last night. That all went well. I'm going to try and do that once a week as well. Do some DJ sets on stream. Get to see the rest of my room. You get to see my bed. How cool's that? This is a good game. This is a good game to kind of lay back and kind of chat with as well, because the cutscenes are long in a good way, because it's all exposition and building on very deep plot lines and building character arcs that go over like 7 games.
Yeah. But like that's how I was kind of treating Disco Elysium, which I want to get back into. But playing like those very like text story heavy games, it feels like reading a comic book, or like or like watching a TV show where it's like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and like I don't know, like I don't know, like read. It really is like reading. It's just sitting down and getting absorbed, dipping into the world for a bit, and then bouncing out.
Definitely, yeah. That's what we've been playing a lot of old LucasArts point-and-click adventure games from the 90s, like Sam & Max Hit the Road and The Dig most recently. And it's very much that kind of experience, along with like,
oh man, yeah,
sometimes having to just follow along with a game facts guide, because it's so, the puzzles are just so
yeah, that's
obscure.
what I was gonna ask. Like I love like Indiana Jones, Day of the Tentacle, but like now I would not be able to play those now. Like I would need to load up game facts.
I played The Dig, which is the Steven Spielberg, Sean Clark.
Isn't Patrick, not Patrick Stewart, but the bad Terminator 2, isn't he in it?
Oh, Robert Patrick.
Yeah, isn't
Is Robert Patrick in The Dig? I didn't know that.
There's some weird. Let me Google Wikipedia.
Yeah.
The Dig video game. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like that was a nugget I remembered as a kid. Yep, Robert Patrick's in it. Yeah. And Stephen Blum. But yeah, Robert Patrick voices Commander Boston Lowe. Also, what the fuck was Robert Patrick just recently?
When I was at in Osaka recently, I went to Universal Studios in Osaka, and they've still got the original Terminator 2 ride.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
It's so sick. It's like it was the most 90s thing I've ever seen.
It's yeah, man, I'm sad it doesn't exist anymore in LA. That's fucking cool. They still sell the Terminator jackets though, which is
Oh, they do? Oh, at the one in
yeah.
LA, right?
Yeah, you can get the leather jackets.
That was a weird ride because at first it seemed like it was gonna be like super like in universe where it's like you're just at like an unveiling, but then it turned into like
Cyberdyne. You're in Cyberdyne, yeah. Like at a Cyberdyne conference.
yeah, well, and then it just turns into like it's pretty much like you're just on the movie, like because you go through the future, but you see like weird camera angles.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of new stuff that they shot just for it, and I saw it all in Japanese.
I think they shot a lot of that stuff while they were shooting Terminator 2, right?
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
I think so. There's a lot of the same props.
It's great. It was great to go on that ride in 2020. That was one of my favorite things at Universal Studios Osaka. They had Harry Potter World as well.
I've still never done Harry Potter World.
I had really bad jet lag, like really bad jet lag, with nausea and everything. And I went on the Harry Potter ride, and it's like the dark ride, or it's kind of like a dark ride in a roller coaster, and you move around a lot. I was just like, okay, the only objective here is for me to not puke on this ride currently. I'd usually be fine with a ride like that, but yeah, jet lag had me going like, oh dear. They still have the Jaws ride at there as well, different Jaws ride. It's different to the one in LA.
In LA, yeah, we don't even have a Jaws ride. It's just a portion in the actual studio tour.
Yeah, no, Osaka's got a proper actual Jaws ride.
Yeah.
And
Orlando
they've...
had one too, but they got rid of that from
Oh really? Or maybe they based it off the Orlando one then.
Yeah. Is it just like a tour throughout all of Amity? And then
It's a boat ride.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts off. It's the whole thing is a boat ride, but yeah, it starts off good and then gets bad pretty quickly. What else? Jurassic Park. They got the Jurassic Park ride. There's really good. It's exactly the same as the one in the States. Big T-Rex at the end, as you before you go down the drop.
They turned it into Jurassic World.
I think I can't remember if it's Jurassic World now or Jurassic Park. I can't remember. Sorry, Eric, I just spoiled Jurassic Park, right? You see a dinosaur!
Well, you can't even ride the Jurassic Park ride anymore, so you know, it doesn't really matter if you spoil it or not.
I am alert and awake.
You have a robot, Frank?
I'm playing Outer Worlds.
What is Outer Worlds?
It's from the people who did Fallout New Vegas. It is in. It's basically like an old Fallout. It's good.
Right.
It's on Game Pass.
I think I've seen a speed run of that actually.
Yeah.
Never played Fallout New Vegas.
I think
That was like Eric Badula's favorite game for so many years.
It's like the
And
best one.
Never got around
I
to
think
playing
Fallout
it.
New Vegas is like the best one.
I really enjoyed 3. Played a bit of 4 and then put it down. But I played 3 for like 10 months when it came out.
明日連絡します。どうかそれまで堂島組から生き延びてください。桐生さん。
I was only half paying attention to that cutscene, but I kind of know what's going on. Where are we at? All I can do now is wait for word from Tachibana. I'll finish up for the night, then head home and crash. Right? Let's head home and crash.
Oi.
Do you find you play games much outside of streaming, Frank? I find that I'm now, except for my Switch, which is a Switch Lite, I'm playing, and because everything else I have is because I've only got this laptop. All the games I'm playing live on the stream now, which is kind of cool. It's a good incentive for me to keep going.
It's good practice. I have like 3 categories of games. There's one, it's I categorize it. There's definitely games that I cannot stream, and those are like very story focused. So Disco Elysium, where you're just reading the entire time. That's such a game that's so heady and so well written, and it's like, well, I can't like engage with the game honestly and also stream it. Like I want to take the subject matter very seriously. Like Persona 5 also, like I didn't really stream that because it's like, no, let me lose my head in this. And I kind of feel like that's how I'm going to treat Yakuza. Then I feel like very action-oriented games, stuff like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Tony Hawk, where it's like, oh, we can engage with the game and the chat at the same time because I'm not really losing. Like there, you know, like. Then there's also like, I guess what you'd call like games I play for and then for like No Clip, there's games I play for research and work, like. So then there's like a backlog of stuff that like I know we're gonna have to cover, that I'm gonna have to log footage for. That it's like, okay, I'm gonna like that. So that's like I compartmentalize as its own separate thing. Right. So I guess like I play games for myself, and then sometimes there's an overlap. Like, oh, I can also stream this. And then there's the other side where it's like, these are bad games, I will only play if I'm streaming them. Or like weird, like Matrix Path of Neo, that's not a game I would play for myself anymore.
Something that's entertaining.
But it's
like,
yeah, where it's like, oh, let's all look back at this. Or like anytime I play Tony Hawk now, it's like, oh, this is, like these are fun games to share.
You were playing a first-person version, or a hack, I would say, of, was it 3? Tony Hawk 3?
Yeah, it was Tony Hawk 3. So it turns out there was a cheat code for Tony Hawk 3 to play in first-person mode. And
right.
when I was playing Doom Eternal, the movement of the game reminded me of Tony Hawk. Because Doom Eternal, you're caught. It's like the equivalent. You're always doing, pressing shift to dash forward, and that feels so much like snapping onto a rail.
Really?
Like the movement of Doom Eternal and Tony Hawk felt so fucking similar. Or like Jet Set Radio, like it's that lightning fast, like floating. And so like my brain was just like, I want to play Tony Hawk, and then. It turned out there was a first-person cheat, so it was like, oh, no one's ever seen the game played in this perspective. I know Tony Hawk 3, like, if there was one game I could speedrun, it'd be like Tony Hawk 3. Like, that's the one game where I know everything immediately, like, and it's also a game that I can fucking talk a million miles per hour at while I'm playing, because it's like, playing Tony Hawk 3 is the equivalent of like taking a shower or driving the car. I don't have to think about my actions. It's just like,
it's muscle memory.
Like, and that feels good.
That's how Final Fantasy 14's got for me. When I'm doing dungeons and shit, when I'm just doing my rotations.
Oh yeah. That's a game I could play while like listening to podcasts, just shooting the shit, or watching TV.
Yeah. 14's definitely become one of my favorite games of all time, I think. I've played it non-stop since it's come out, pretty much, taking only little breaks here and there. Just the world and the lore and the characters and the lore, the politics between all the worlds and trade and all that. It's such a fully realized world, Eorzea, and the first as well. Like it's it's pretty incredible.
Eorzea.
Wait, hang on. Why it has? Oh, hang on. Gotta throw cash. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance.
Huh?
Eorzea. In the realm of Hydaelyn. Tell us about the big... For those of you watching Gaming Cult now that aren't following the big dogs, tell them about what Brian and yourself do. Brian, our sweet boy, Brian Abishakra from Gaming Cult, and yourself, Frank Howley, do with your stream, The Big Dogs. Or Big Dogs Gaming.
It's something that's evolved very rapidly. It's evolved exponentially in just like the past few months. I've always been playing well, not always, but since 2016, 2017 with Matthew Bruce, we launched At the Computer, which was basically our way of doing Giant Bomb, where it's like, oh, hey, I want to talk about video games in a critical way, but something that's also fun and
Yeah, I
analytical
love
and
that, the
silly.
computer.
Yeah, and I love doing that.
It's just a fun way of doing a Let's Play, right?
Yeah, and it was like done in the kind of like a public access, like weird, like Roger Ebert style. And then I had the opportunity to move to San Diego, so I did that. I moved to San Diego, but then Bruce and I were no longer living like close together, so it kind of just like ended that like project. But then it was like, okay, so once I moved to San Diego, it was like, all right, I want to start doing something. And so then with Mega 64, I started streaming, which I'd never like done before. For me, as someone who like literally went to film school and like made a living doing video editing, the idea of doing live broadcast was like so against what I was used to. It was like, oh no, I want things to be perfect before they're, I had such a careful brain before. And so just trial by fire, started streaming weekly, and like I had to learn so much so fast, which was cool. And then I kind of got the bug for it of like, no, I really like this. I want to try to do more of it. So then Brian and I, we kind of just started doing it from our apartment. And it was done from a very DIY, like, punk attitude of just like, well, we're just doing this on my own channel. We're not even like partnered, or there's nothing like involving any corporate or anything like that. It's just 100% like free punk DIY, which has what like 95% of Twitch is.
Plus, the format of Twitch now is very different to how it was 5 years ago when entertainers were coming into the Twitch platform and trying to do these whole kind of productions and like treating it like traditional media to an extent. It was still new media, but it was like even new media that worked within the constraints of like making videos and movies and all that kind of thing. They would still kind of bring that to, that's how Twitch was 5 years ago. But now Twitch is a very different beast now altogether. It's just with format and openness and being a lot more casual a lot of the time with how you present content in a live environment.
It's a 24/7 public access radio, TV station, movie theater, whatever. Like it's just a platform for someone to go live. Like how kind of YouTube used to be the place to share, now Twitch is that. But yeah, it was just like, I don't know, it was just like, all right, let's start Twitch streaming. And then I realized like, oh, this is like doing At the Computer, except it was live and you can change games in the middle of it. You can just immediately connect with an audience and do it. And so we just started doing it, but because I was already balancing like 4 different jobs, I couldn't do it that often. And then as things shift, as jobs change, and as my love for like Twitch streaming grew, we started doing like twice a week, and then like 3 times a week, and then like Audrey, even like with my relationship with Audrey just got so much more like I guess connected in a way where it was just like we were so massively supporting each other, and then and then even just all of the big dogs like Jordan Jones, Kevin Hilt, like everyone just in our community just constantly wanting to show that love and support. So it just kind of fed this fire. And then months later, like the tipping point for everything locking into place is when we made the Big Dogs Discord. And then it was the realization of like finally like carrying the spirit of our Twitch streaming, our attitude, our mission statement, our joy, our jokes, our everything, our essence could then continue 24/7 even when we weren't streaming. It was that energy, that ball was still being carried just in the Discord. And I think and then now it's come where the Discord is kind of more important than the Twitch output. Like I love doing Twitch, and I'm thinking of ways to even it doesn't just have to be video games. Like now I can go back to doing sketch comedy or theater or karaoke, like what I love doing, etc. But now it's the idea of like the two biggest inspirations the past few months was like, one, I read a book by Ken Domo, suggested to me by Ken Domo, called The Art of Community, which plainly let out the steps of building community. And it was just like, okay, great. Like that was the blueprint. And then falling in love with the Coronado Library. I mean, it could be any library, but seeing Discord and Twitch as a community service, like a building, a school, a university where people can come, share these tools, exchange ideas, borrow from one another, and like and this in the spirit of just uplifting each other and building a positive force on the internet, having a positive home where people can come and share. And I've always been this since like
that's the meaning of community. Community, really.
And another key facet is like since being a teenager is just stomping out internet cynicism, which
Right.
I hate. Like, and I feel like like working with younger generations, I can already see like that's already like been phased out, which is pretty good.
Well, TikTok I find is a really positive space as far as like Gen Z, the new generation. TikTok is an overwhelmingly positive space, and that's what most of that generation are on exclusively now is TikTok and probably, and maybe Twitch. Like Twitch probably second to TikTok, I'd say at this point.
Coming from a Gen Z perspective.
Yeah, please.
What's it called? Well, of course, I apologize. My name is very cynical. Because John sucks. Whatever. But
it's all right. It's self-depreciative, but it's all in good humor.
Yeah, it's just all in good humor. I came at it from a different perspective. Like when my parents were raising me, I was trying to like watch like the Wiggles, and they turned it off and like turned on Schoolhouse Rock and something like that. So it's I don't know.
What do you find your favorite platforms to be on?
Me? I'd say mostly Discord because it's just like a place where people can like just chat and share and just get to know people and because like I've met so many, especially from the Big Dogs Discord, I've met people from all over the place. Where it's like I met like 5 people from like Australia and then like 2 people from Sweden and then someone from Canada. So like
that reminds me of like Internet 1.0 era of just like being in chat rooms when I was a kid and talking to people in like Yahoo chat rooms and IRC chat rooms back in the day, and they'd be from all over the world, and you'd be like, oh, I'm in my local library or the internet when you'd first get it, like dial up, and you'd be making friends online for the first time and like adding them on ICQ and stuff like that. And it feels like we've gone back to chat rooms again with Discord. It's a very similar feeling to being on IRC, for me at least, as someone that's from that first internet generation.
Yeah, I mean, the way I have the Big Dogs Discord structured is literally like an old school message board with each, like, very much like Keeley inspired by, like something awful. The way they ran their message boards was very sharp. Like they had very detailed categories and subforums of like, all right, this is the movie channel. Like.
It's a mixture.
Very plain. Yeah,
it's a mixture of that, yeah. But that's the thing. I think we've all moved away from forums and message boards. I feel like forums were very much a 2000s into 2000s thing basically, and we kind of went out of that and went back slowly in the 2010s. We went back to that was probably the most concentrated area of everybody being on Facebook and everything, and then we went away. We went away from Facebook, and everyone was on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter was something that's gone across that whole decade, but I feel like it's very much millenniums. That Twitter was very much a millenniums kind of platform, and now like Generation Z, they're not on Twitter. They're definitely not on Facebook, and they never knew what forums are, and yeah, for them it's weird Frozen games where you get weird Flash games where like you give Elsa from Frozen an abortion or something, and YouTube and TikTok and Discord and Twitch, I guess. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, that's not exactly true. Like I've been on forums a lot of times while growing up. I've also been on what's it called? I used like AIM when I was younger a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, I used to use it to just message friends back and forth. I was never really into Facebook that much. I have one now just so I can talk to my family when I don't have my phone.
I used to use TeamSpeak. And
I never used TeamSpeak, honestly.
I think it's for some server, I forget. It's like a Gmail server or something.
Did anyone use Xfire?
Yes. Oh, hell yeah.
I used to use that a lot when I was in a Halo clan.
I go with the trends. I kind of go by what my sister's into. I've got a younger sister who's about 16 now, and it's been interesting following her and what her generation's zeitgeist kind of is. And yeah, for a while, like, I don't know what it is right now, but for a while it was like Minecraft songs, like Minecraft Let's Players doing shit songs and things like that, and meme songs before that, and
like Eye of the Spider.
TikTok, yeah, Eye of the Spider. I love that. Like, I love that Gen Z's zeitgeist is like the really funny, shitty YouTube stuff that I always laughed at with my friends through the last decade. It's great. Like that, like I feel like Gen Z would love Hot Chocolate High Velocity.
Love what?
Hot Chocolate High Velocity.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I put that on my song. I don't know if you heard that.
Heard what? Sorry. Oh, there we go. Shouts out. Wait, can we get a retake on that? Hang on. Pause the game. I didn't. There was a point when I was talking there where I forgot I was even streaming. I probably picked my nose or something. But look, let's. Can we get a clean take on that, please? Can we get a countdown from 7? My goodness. Oh my goodness.
I like this conversation about generations and stuff just went straight to this.
That's where it all ends up. That's right. Oh, it's so funny. Hot Chocolate High Velocity.
I was so happy to find this.
Just so many videos that we found through Mega 64 over the years as well. Just like, well, you would find a lot of these videos. I mean, Rocco has his talents for finding stuff on YouTube is amazing. But you found a lot of those videos for them as well, didn't you, Frank?
Yeah, no, I used to browse the most recently uploaded. Like I found the I'm George. This is my skit. Do the skit.
Do the skit. Oh, you found Do the skit. Oh, that's great.
I found Do the skit.
And and Dominic as well. Like I found, like Dominic. I've been friends with Dominic longer than I've been friends, internet friends. Like longer than I've been friends with anybody in Mega 64. It's quite bizarre. But Dominic introduced me to Footwork in 2008 with DJ Young Tellums, God Bless the USA. That came from Dominic. He was really into Footwork at the time, like in the late 2000s, before Planet Moo put out Bangs and Works or anything. He got me into voguing. Like that was a huge change in my life. That shit helped me come out when I was 10. In 2010. As bisexual. And he got me into Lil B as well. I'm pretty sure he got me into Lil B. Like the three of the main things that have been major changing points in my life. It's crazy. Yeah. Shouts out Dominic, Y2K based. Yeah, but yeah, you were like a lot when you were a teenager, Frank. You were like a source for a lot of the weird stuff that Mega 64 was sharing around as well, right?
Well, yeah, because I'd just be up online. I'd be online till like 3. I'd be on the internet till like 3 a.m. and I would go to sleep, wake up, go to high school, sleep in my classes, and then come back home, nap, and then I'd be on the internet all night. Like the internet was my school.
Right.
Yeah, and again, I'd browse like weird deep internet forums like Something Awful and Lulinks, which is just an exchange of awful, not like 4chan awful, but like just
really really dumb, like Photoshop Fridays and Taco the Wonder Dog, Flash animations. That's going back even further, but
I used to go on YTMND a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's back up now.
toy possessed.
I feel like I feel like Dominic spread that a lot. Like I feel like that video was just on the cusp of going viral early on, but yeah, I don't know.
Which video are you guys talking about?
The haunted skeleton. Everyone's tripping out about.
Oh, the one that's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one. What are you doing? Yeah, that's a great video. What are your favorite like 2000s weird YouTube videos?
Big booty bitches.
Merc Shack.
Oh, by Sick Animation?
Oh yeah, Mark M is amazing.
I love Mark M, yeah.
I like Fred Animated, which is like incredible.
What, Frog in a Blender?
No, no, Fred Animated.
Oh, the Fred.
Fuck you, you little bitch. You see this middle finger right here? Yeah, that's for you. That's what Brandon would have like. So you shove icicles up your ass crack, you little bitch.
Wasn't that Oni?
It's Fred Animated. It's very good.
Fopsley, like, I'm gotta read the chat a bit more. Sorry. Fopsley is into Chocolate Rain. Shouts out to Chocolate Rain. That was a big one for a while. This is like late 2000s.
There's
late 2000s meme tracks. Yeah.
There's there's like what do we call early YouTube auteurs or just personalities like BB890. It has one of the most prolific stretches of just crazy YouTube videos that are so charming and sweet and magnificent. And then he bounced off YouTube and went to TikTok and other mediums. But just BB890's work in early YouTube, the way he used video responses, the way he tried connecting with others was amazing. Eula Lilia was another thing. There's also the ongoing saga of Gothic King Cobra. Like these people have been like Raymond 14, you know, like the people whose career stretches and they all veer into different paths. There's people who would make 1 or 2 videos and then disappeared. Melon Cash was someone who made like a handful of videos and then disappeared off the internet.
What was his name again?
Melon Cash. He was like a 600-pound dude who smoked weed.
Right.
What's up, Coralfish? This one's for you.
Damn, ripping huge.
Like it was amazing. It was fucking amazing.
There's
there's just so much.
A lot of this stuff is like, it's like mystical almost. Like a lot of these creators that you never hear from again, that just make this really bizarre stuff and then just go away forever. The videos that definitely sort of become quite enigmatic, you know.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Nyan Sugar Neko Girls. That was another weird one that came out that around 2010. But then, like, Cody used to introduce. Cody was the master of finding weird shit on YouTube. Like the stuff that he would find was just incredible. Like Beanie Baby Matrix.
Oh,
which was just these 2 kids just throwing Beanie Babies down the stairs in slow motion. Just all this stuff made in like Windows Movie Maker by 10-year-olds. That was just the funniest shit.
We used to watch a lot of like it was Mario 64 bloopers, where it would just be like Mario 64 with like cheats and be on an unregistered hypercam.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
I used to watch like Zelda.
They were all glitched out and stuff, right?
Yeah, they'd be like either like glitched out or, you know, they just like put in little gags or something like that. They'll put in like text just like Mario's just like, what the heck am I doing here? What's this taco doing here? And they'll like put like a picture of a taco like in front of them or something like that.
Right, but they'd be hacking the game too to get it to glitch out and stuff, wouldn't they?
Yeah, or like they'll hack the game to make the Mario look different. Because it's running on emulator or something.
Yeah, I didn't find out till way later that my youngest sister, when she was literally a kid, when she was like 8 or 9, had her own YouTube channel to do Littlest Pet Shop playthroughs or live plays with. She would do like live videos of her playing with her littlest pet shops and acting them out. Apparently there was a whole community of kids doing that stuff. I had no idea. I've never even seen her channel. Like, shouts out Denzel Sterling, raiding with a party of 15. Oh my goodness!
Hell yeah!
Shouts out Dens from Sidechains, Sydney Institution. Shouts out, my boy. We're playing Yakuza 0. It's good. And we've got a bunch of people in here talking with us. In Discord, we've got Frank Howley. We've got Coristalia. We've got a bunch of people. Yakuza's going well, man. Thanks very much. We're talking about old 2000s era weird, funny YouTube videos that we like. What was some of yours, Denzel, or anybody else watching now? Oh, there's so many. Like, I mean, a lot of it's just found footage or just news report shit, like woman stomping on grapes.
Oh yeah.
That I feel like that one got used. That people got like decades of use out of that video.
It's a classic video.
What, Denzel, you watching fight videos or something? Denzel says, yeah, honestly, any phone footage from like Nokia's and stuff, especially schoolyard vids. Right, yeah, he's watching fight videos, I think. Oh my goodness. But then you also had shit like dead wrong, booty shaking on, dead wrong girls booty shaking on graves and shit like that. Like the Nola bounce thing with all those kids like twerking on gravestones. Like that was just the funniest shit. It kind of defined that whole generation. Like probably that was more the early half of this of the 2010s, I'd say. I guess it's probably going a bit too into the 2010s for that to count. But yeah, 2000s was like AMVs as well. Really, lots of bad AMVs made in Windows Movie Maker. I feel like people are starting to make use of that aesthetic now. We've been doing that a bit with Gaming Cult the past decade, but almost decade. But definitely Cody was a big inspiration with that as well. Last Cody, but yeah, I see a lot of fashion labels going to like design aesthetics from the 2000s now, internet design aesthetics from the 2000s. Whether it is like weird AMVs on YouTube from like 2006 or IMVU, which took inspiration from the Palace chat rooms in the 90s, or like glittering GIFs and all that kind of stuff.
Blingy.
Yeah, Blingy, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, me and Rob, Jedi fan, tapped into that when we made my music video for my track Spirit with DJ Phil. We tapped into that big time. Getting that aesthetic going. God, I remember in the mid-90s, Prince had the most advanced website on the internet. Like, it was basically like Mist. I think that's why he like, in the 2000s or early 2010s, he was like, yeah, the internet's over. It's like, he was 20 years ahead of the curve. He had basically video games for websites in the year 94. It was crazy. I used to annoy the shit out of people on Prince's HTML chat room when I was like 9 or 10. How many people have still got on this call?
I'm about to head out because I'm getting real sleepy.
What time is it in the States over there? It's got to be getting late for sure.
On the East Coast, it's 4:30 a.m. for
Oh my goodness.
Oh, 4:30.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Should have been doing something 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm falling asleep. But it was nice hanging out.
Good to see you, Crystal. Make sure you go follow Coristelia. Feel free to drop links in the chat there, Crystal.
Yeah, good night. Thanks, guys, everybody, for the great day of streaming.
Take it easy.
Good night, guys.
But yeah, you've really built something very positive and nurturing to a lot of people with you and Brian have with the big dogs. Frank,
Yeah,
it's been a really good thing.
It's exciting, and again, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I mean, again, it's fueled by everyone. Like it's fueled by participation, and people are happy to give their energy here, which is great. But it's like now it's kind of self-propelling. Like again, we have the suggestion box. We have like even people doing other streams within the network, and like good ideas just bounce off and just strengthen the community. And like again, like giving a lot of credit to Audrey, just like constantly chatting with everyone, being in there, and like also streaming, and like again, Kevin Hilt, Jordan Jones, just kind of these like anchors of the community. Like, no, it's fucking rad. Because again, like I feel like I really, like Brian and I really hustled and grinded for like a year, like really trying to figure out what we want to do, what makes a good stream, what makes us happy, what makes the audience happy, what also just kind of fulfills our needs as like wanting to be entertainers, but also wanting to like, I don't know, like make good use of our time. Like I don't know, they're like, I don't know, and just things have just really fucking clicked. And again, with every like book I read, like the vision gets even clearer. And so like I don't know, but I'm just not worried about it. I'm very happy.
No, you've let it evolve quite organically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, now it just feels like it's on a very very rapid growth, and it's cool. Like, you know, it's exciting to see whatever happens, but it's on a cool trajectory.
Let's have a look at the chat. Fopsley, I remember seeing so many YouTube poops with Rocco in them, the animated Zeldas and Zelda CDI, or excuse me, Princess, I guess he might be talking about, or live action Mario, right? Linkin Park, Corn, Alien, Ant Farm, AMVs, definitely, yeah. Rest in peace, Prince. Yahoo, Denzel said Yahoo Pool is a big old internet for me. Does anyone remember Yahoo Pool? I don't know what that is. Yahoo Pool. I guess not. Not heard of Yahoo Pool. Prince was a great guitar player. Oh, okay, it's Pool. It's literally... Oh, no, actually, you know what? I played the shit out of Pool on Yahoo. Yeah, online Pool. It's like just like snooker, billiards or whatever. Pocket billiards.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go.
Good night.
Take it easy.
Night.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Yahoo Pool online with other people. That was like... the first online browser game, specifically in a browser that I played, was
I vaguely remember.
playing
Man, I would
Pool
just go in there
online.
and just talk shit in the chat.
Yeah, and you could play Pool with some. Oh my god, Denzel! I played that for fucking years when I was a kid.
Chess too.
Yahoo Chess, right? Holy shit, that's a throwback. I totally forgot about that.
Yahoo was the first email client I had. Cyberfranks2003 at yahoo.com. That was my thing, and I made the email address in 2002 because I was forward thinking, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be outdated if I put 2002, so I put 2003. Yeah,
That's
man.
way in the future.
And then the day Vice City came out is the day I got broadband internet, and oh my god, it was amazing not having to wait minutes for like message board threads to load, not having to wait like half an hour for a Newground Splash to load, not having to wait like a day for a cam rip to load. You know what I mean? Like, god, it was rad. The whole world changed.
I was part of communities that would go annoy the shit out of people on Yahoo voice chat.
Yeah, I mean, there was a summer, I don't know if it was 4chan, I forget, maybe it was on the official 4chan, but there was a message board that was like 4chan/invasion. And I feel like that was just one summer, and like...
Oh, really?
Again, like...
I was never active in 4chan.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever posted in 4chan in my life.
Yep.
A little while and then got rid of it.
Specifically for that, you know, like...
I'm talking like early 2000s when this.
Oh, yeah.
like really early 2000s. Like, yeah.
やつは立花おりませんでした。堂島組に義理書いたけじめはきっちりつけさせます。
You'd go into like rooms that'd be like all these people in their 50s, like just sort of voice sex chatting each other. It'd be like a mature swingers kind of Yahoo chat room, and you just go in there and start screaming on the microphone and just causing chaos.
I remember doing that on AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms.
There were group chats on AOL? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I believe there were.
俺はきっちり筋道通してやってるつもりですよ。それについて風間組にもご理解いただけますよね。柏木さん。どういう意味でしょう。
Oh boy.
I remember Yahoo Pool. That's fucking nuts. I played so much Yahoo Pool in the early 2000s.
風間組には特にこの事務所ごと振るってもらわなきゃ筋が通らねえ。違いますか。いえ。
I was big into Newgrounds as well, in the late 90s into the early to mid 2000s or early 2000s. Yeah. I was definitely an early adopter of Newgrounds, like when Club of Seal first came out.
Club of Seal.
And then Pico. That was a big one. Pico. A million fucking years ago.
I think 2004 was when I got into like albino black sheep, and then eventually Newgrounds.
Right. Yeah, I never did albino black sheep. Never checked that out.
That was where I first saw
before that, it was like Joe Cartoon and Stick Death. Going back into the mid 90s now. But yeah. Figure this is all appropriate because we're going back. We're in the mid 80s right now. In Yakuza 0. We're doing it. Viewers, if you like what you've been seeing, hit that follow so you know when we're streaming in the future. We play all kinds of different games. Last night I was DJing on stream. That went really well after working out some bits and bobs, but yeah, I'll be doing that probably once a week as well. Hit that follow. You can subscribe, get emotes and badges and all that stuff, and you can also donate or tip through our Streamlabs link. I'll put some links in the chat for you. Shouts out all of our donators, people that send in bits, and subscribers. Let's go through that real quick. Son of MHack with 5 gift subs today. That's incredible. Corastalia with a gift sub. She's one of our founder subscribers as well. Shouts out. Frank Howley shouts out to the big dogs for the gift subs. Arkwright is our bit leader at the moment.
Legend Arkwright. With
1,520 bits. Corastalia in second and Alicia in third. Shouts out to everybody that's supporting Gaming Cult, that raids us, that watches everything. More links in the chat, goddammit. While I drop my controller. This mic's hot. I got a new keyboard. It's mechanical. It's loud as fuck. It's the loudest one I could find. I love having a mechanical keyboard again. It's been like, can't remember the last time I had a mechanical keyboard. But probably the 90s. It's nice. I like the feeling. It's the first time in probably a decade I'm centering everything around computer as well. I've always been, so long, I've been like consoles and phones and music and shit. But this is the first time I've been PC gaming properly for a really long time. I like it. It means I'm on my phone way less. Alright. I don't see an objective. See the safe houses. Or maybe we need to go to Sugita. Oh no, that's the real estate place. I don't need to go back there just yet. We'll go back to Serena. All I can do is all I can do is figure out what I can do and do it. But where do I go? I'm gonna go to Serena. Actually, are we hungry? No, we're not hungry. I'm getting hungry. Tell you what. I'll definitely eat soon. Actually, I reckon there's some dinner brewing. So I'll probably head off. When that happens. Oh, can't go that way. Am I still on the call? Are there still people here?
Yeah.
Just sleepy.
Hello.
Appreciate you all hanging out in Australian time. What is it? It's Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saturday night. Dee-dee-dee-da-dee-da-da-dum. Pretty baby. Who sung that?
What song's that?
Saturday night. It's some Eurodance song. Yeah, Sunday morning, technically. True, Fopsley. Oh yeah, shouts out to our donators as well. Oh my god. Fopsley is at the top along with Dirty Diaper Baby. There are two top donators at the moment. Shouts out to Jordan Jones. Shouts out to Son of M-Hack once again. Yeah, big shouts out to Fopsley. Dirty Diaper Baby, aka DDB. It's gotta be my favorite goddamn username in years. We're big fans of DDB, aren't we?
Amazing. Very friendly, very generous.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to work towards this being a full-time thing. If it's something that's realistic and people are digging it and we keep building communities and things. Especially with, you know, having the time to do it, and who knows what the hell is happening with moving around places. It's definitely interesting times. It's a good thing having a mobile setup as well, because I can just take it with me and go and stream from wherever. I was thinking about buying a when I was gonna get back to the UK after traveling. I was initially thinking about getting a desktop and then getting Twitch set up from there. But this laptop's fine. Like, having a portable solution is fantastic. Give me my umbrella back. Oh, we're on a timer? Shit. Do I have to beat everyone up in that timer or what? Alright, I'm not... Rush mode, come on. And yeah, we'll definitely. I'm in the process of organizing to record another gaming cult, so we'll definitely get back on those again. But it's been good to find my rhythm and get everything going with streaming as well, so I can keep going with that. Yeah, but I want to have traditional gaming cult podcasts more often for sure. It'll still just be a once in a while thing, but yeah, it's definitely coming. People have been asking for it. Viewers want it, so we're gonna give it to them. God damn it. God, there's 30 seconds left on this timer. This better be the last group of people. I've walked down this street in like the last month. Is that it? I guess that's it. Oh, it's too heavy to carry around with me. What is with this 30-second countdown thing? Oh shit.
Alright, I'm gonna bounce off. Thank you so much, Jake. Thank you so much, everyone, hanging out.
Frank, thanks for coming on Gaming Cult. We'll see you again soon.
Take care. Deuces.
Go follow the big dogs. Frank Howley's channel. Go do it if you're not already. I'm sure a lot of you are. Take it easy, my friend. Shit. Yeah, I guess so, Fopsley. I guess that's when they send in reinforcements. But we still got in the call with us.
I'm here still.
That's up.
Also, Lewis is following the queue.
Oh, he's in the queue, is he? Oh, maybe I can bring him in for a second then. That's, oh, hang on. We'll do that. How do I do that? I have no idea how to do this. Do I just click and drag him? Yeah, I just click and drag him. There we go. Cool. Is Jordan still here? Yo, what's up? Lewis from Melbourne. Prisoner 301.
Yes.
We got Kirby in here, and we've got Arkwright, and Jordan Jones is here, but I think he is AFK or asleep. Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Lewis? Let the viewers know about you. You're a recent viewer, I think, for Gaming Cult, or have you been around for a while?
I'm a long-time Mega 64 viewer. Recent Big Dogs follower.
Excellent. And you're new to gaming, Colt, as well, you'd say?
Yes.
Cool.
I have known about your presence for a while. I've known about your music.
Welcome to Gaming Colt.
Yes.
We're keeping it casual today. Getting we're getting everybody in on the calls and playing Yakuza 0. We had Frank in before, and we had Dr. Ryan and Crystal, and it's been a fun time.
Yeah, I was watching Ryan get those platinums, get those very important plats.
That's right.
Anyway, sorry, what were you gonna say? I cut you off.
That's all right. Tell us a bit about yourself, Lewis. Like, what are you into? I guess you must be a gamer. Am I right?
Yes, I'm a gamer and an electronic music producer.
Oh, very good.
Much like Jake here, I like the footwork. I like the fast computer music.
Hell yeah.
And I make it in my free time. The only thing is my computer shit itself recently, so I haven't been able to make any music.
Oh no. Rip.
Yeah, rip my computer.
Oh, guys, I've got an incoming call from Beijing. That should be fine.
Can you put them on the stream?
Nah. It'll just be some recorded message. Okay. I want to give a shouts out real quick. It's somebody's birthday today. Do we know whose birthday it is? You guys don't really know much about. No, some of you. So one of you might know whose birthday it is today. There's at least one. There's at least one viewer.
Birthday, right?
Yes, it is.
It's Ruby, isn't it?
That's goddamn right. Yeah, it's happy birthday. Kira, give me a minute, will you? It's my sister's birthday. Let me get myself full screen here. It's my sister's birthday. My sweet sister Ruby Ennis. Happy birthday. I know you'll have a wonderful 24th birthday. And I am going to play a song for you. And it's going to go something like this. While I find it, please, viewers, can you help me fill in time? This is dead air while I look for a song to play. I need your help, please.
Alright. Hey, Kirby, what have you been up to?
Just gaming.
Gaming.
Gaming and hanging.
I quit smoking, but I've
shouts
been
out.
smoking other things instead.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, I see.
Spinach.
Yes, spinach. But I did quit smoking tobacco. I've had no tobacco for I think 3.5 days now.
Congratulations,
so
man. I quit smoking about 4 years ago now, and I've quit a couple of times. And I started. Sorry, I'm talking away from. I'm trying to find this cable. I started when I was very young. I mean, like I was about 10 when I started smoking.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And where is this cable I'm looking for? I have no idea. Yeah, I've smoked through most of my life with a few breaks here and there, but about 4 years ago I quit for good and I've never started again. It's totally doable. I did it cold turkey. I know you can do it too, Lewis.
Yeah, I didn't quite go cold turkey. I kind of weaned myself off them, but yeah. By the time I was down to the last day where I just had one, like I had 4, then I had 2, then the last day I had 1, and then the next day it was none. It was actually almost easy.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah, it's doesn't do you any good. Nicotine is a nice feeling, and smoking does make you look cool, unfortunately, especially when you're a kid. But that's why I started smoking when I was a kid. Yeah, it's just not good for you. You can taste food a lot better when you quit as well, and you can breathe better. You don't get out of breath so easily.
Yeah.
And
I'm noticing that.
All a lot of good stuff. Most
Yeah, as soon
definitely.
as the COVID situation is over and I go back to work, I work in a building with a bunch of uni students that go to Vic Uni,
Right.
and they're like music students, so they're all very, they're art school kids, and they all fucking smoke cigarettes. And when I go back, I know the first thing they're going to ask me is, so did you quit smoking or something? And I'm going to have to tell them yes. And then they're probably not going to want to hang out with me as much.
Look,
Just be like, hey, I started heroin though.
That's the other. Oh, Jesus Christ, no! But that's the other thing. You get a bit of social anxiety comes from quitting as well, and I went through times of having a bit of social anxiety after I quit. But look, I just found what I was comfortable with, and through time, I figured like I don't actually need this as a coping mechanism, to get by in social situations. Because I used to chain smoke, like it was crazy. But look, this might be a good time to end it for now. Close to. We're still paying tribute to my sweet sister. I'm just thinking, let's see how we feel after this song. Ruby, I don't think you're watching this right now, but I'm going to make you watch the VOD. God damn it. I'm going to send you a link. Happy birthday. This is for you. Who knows the words? That's right. Happy birthday, Ruby. Love you. Bye, viewers. See you either later tonight or tomorrow. Shouts out.